So for my February fix-up project, I decided to hydro dip a guitar. I'd like to strip all the paint off and apply a new coat of hydro dipped stuff, which is really cool, like tie-dye for guitars. You'll see, it's cool. So I'm going to do that, and the first step, which is what I'm going to do right now, is stripping off the current paint and then and getting it all just bare wood and then sanding it. Okay, this is what the guitar looks like right now. Again, it works pretty well. The action's a little high on the strings, but you can see that the pick guard and the pickups they still have their protective plastic on them, so they're brand new, which is great. Okay, I just got finished unsoldering the 1/4-inch input jack here from the spot on the body, and I labeled it so that I would know which cable goes where. And then I've also organized all of the parts that I've taken off of this guitar into little bowls so that I know which objects are grouped with what. For example, here, these are all the tuning pegs. This is the floating bridge, stuff like that. So now I actually should be able to just take this pick guard right off along with all of the electronics if I'm pretty careful. I've got to thread this guy through. I've taken the whole guitar apart, and it's just the body and the neck now. I did watch a couple of tutorials and looked at a couple like blogs and stuff on how to get the paint off. There is a paint remover thing, and I decided against getting it because it'd be messy and stuff. I heard that heat works quite well, so I'm gonna get a paint scraper, and I'm going to use a heat gun that I recently bought to scrape all of this paint off. I hope it works. If it doesn't, I guess I'll have to go with paint remover, but yeah, we'll see. My dad's taking a video. It's starting to I didn't know what was gonna happen, but the paint's starting to crack. So like wherever I move the heat gun, the paint you can't see it very well, but it's like cracks all along here, and then I can just scrape it off. That's crazy. I love it. Over halfway done with the process right now. I'm just finishing up with the back. There are a couple of strategies that I developed as I was doing this that really helped this thing go a lot faster once I got into the rhythm of it. Now, first of all, the highest setting, if you keep it in one place for too long, it is too high. Instead of the wood burning, it does chip. So I'm going to need to fill that in with some wood filler. It's not a huge deal, but it's a little bit annoying. So I have to make sure that I keep the heat gun moving at all times when I'm at the highest level, or bring it off the heat a little bit. Now, there are some spots that I miss occasionally, and that just happens. And when that happens, I have to still get it, you know. So what I do is I go over with low heat, the low heat setting, which is like 700 degrees, and I go a little bit high, and even that helps just take off the paint. It makes it just melted enough to be able to scrape it off. I just finished sanding down the back and the front of the body using the Orbit sander. Still have the sides to do, and I imagine those are going to be quite a bit more difficult, but yeah, for now, it's looking pretty clean. You can tell I did start the process of scraping off the paint on the front because of all of the little blemishes in the wood. I did get some wood filler so that I can patch that all up and make it look really nice. I also got a bunch of spray paints to get started on painting it. And we're going to start with a primer. And then we're going to hydro dip it with these 3 colors. And then we're going to add a clear coat on the top to make it glossy and give it a professional looking finish. The wood filler is in these spots. It's all sanded down using the orbital sander. And this part has been masking taped. This is where the neck fits in. And it's important to not have any paint go here because that'll change the height of the neck. And that's a very delicate parameter that needs to stay constant. Other than that, this is completely ready to be primed. I'm going to use this white primer here. And I'm going to spray it while it's on top of this board and hopefully make some cool art out of that to hang on my wall. That'll be really cool if that works well. I built this little contraption to hold up the guitar body as I spray painted it. Both sides are now primed with white paint, and I've used the screws that attach the neck to the body to attach this wooden plank to it, and I'm going to use this and hold it as I dip it into a bunch of water. Here is the container of water. I'm using a garbage can that's just full of water. I'm going to spray some spray paint on top of the water, then I'm going to dunk the guitar in. First I'm going to do some tests to make sure that it works, then I'm going to dunk the guitar in, so we're almost done. Okay, so the first dip had a couple of imperfections, particularly right here, and so I think I'm going to re-dip. Just gonna put it back in with new paint cover on it. Second dip was quite a bit better. I do like the back side a little bit more than I like the front, but the front is still really cool. There's no imperfections in the paint that I can tell. And I kind of got this effect because I realized that this was a very time-sensitive operation. You really have to go in as quick as you can to do the dip, and you have to go pretty smoothly as you go down. Yeah, so I do like this very much. So this was kind of the trial run, and now I have to try the body. I'm a little bit scared because it's so much surface area, but I'm going to put a lot of paint in, so hopefully it all balances out. Time to do the body of the guitar. We're gonna do one try, and that's gonna be it. It's gonna be intense. I have my dad here helping me with purple. Okay, so red, like this, about that distance, about that long, like that. Here we go. Okay, guitar.
Go.
Okay.
And the dog
Ready?
is gonna help.
Dog's gonna help. Okay, here we go. One try.
Here we go. There it goes. So I'm all excited.
I'm excited too.
There's no strings on that guitar.
It feels good so far. Oh. Last little bit. Okay, it's down. Oh, and barely fits. Oh my goodness. Okay, now we need that rod over there. And I'm gonna sweep away the top layer. Okay. Ooh. Look at that! I don't want to get a second coat of it on there. Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna take it out before I make more of a mess. Yeah, look at that! That's so cool! Yes! So here it is. This is the final product. I love how it turned out. Spent a lot of time putting everything back on, and I didn't think I really needed to show you that, but that's why we're here now. As you can see, it's working. It's on right now. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. I love the little swirls and the patterns, like fluid dynamics that it makes. It's great. There's a headstock. Headstock looks good. Pretty cool. Yeah. Now, another thing that I did was I added this little stripe on the 12th fret right here. That guy. It's kind of cool. So you can find the 12th fret easier, I guess. I don't know. And that's my fix-up project for the month. Thank you for watching. I enjoy this so much. I might sell it. I don't know. We'll see. There's some imperfections on it, but what I hear about these kinds of hydro dipped stuff is that they tend to have lots of imperfections on them. But I'd say that out of all of the hydro dips that I've seen online, on YouTube, everything that I've researched, this one came out the best on the first time out of all of them that I've seen. So there you go. Oh yeah, and the other thing that I did was I added clear coat to the top, so it's nice and smooth. It's gorgeous. I love it. So some friends over on Discord asked me to play So You Want to Take Seminar for them. So that's what I'm going to do now to test out this guitar and to, I don't know, replay this cringy song I made in sophomore year. So enjoy, I guess. So you want to take seminar, take seminar, take seminar.